Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Sakshi Kesharwal and a math expert in askIITians. So today we'll be doing the third lecture on mensuration, and here we'll be learning on the more of the questions, and we'll be doing like how to do the comparison of the things. So let's get started with the things, right? Yeah, I'm sharing my screen, right? Okay. So let's begin with it. Okay, so here we'll be learning on like mensuration. That's the third lecture, right? And we have done like 2 lectures already on the mensurations, and we have done the various questions on it, right? And today we'll be covering up the topic of like what with the comparing areas and the perimeter of the different shapes, right? So we have the different shapes which we have learned about, like rectangle, square, and circles. We can do like that, right? So these are the questions. Let's get started with it. Okay, so here in this chapter we'll be learning more of the formulas than that of the word beta. We'll be doing more of the questions, right? So these are the areas of the circle, right? I don't think so this is required for class 6 standard, because you don't know how to solve this, because this is a Heron's formula. You can just write it down right now meanwhile. But yeah, this is the area of a triangle, but area of a circle and area of square, and this we have done, right? So area of a circle and area of a square will basically be taught in the class 7th part, right? So but what happened, what is a circle? We have already learned about in the like the 5th chapter. Like what is a circle? Circle is basically a round figure which has the center, and this is the word beta radius r, right? So what happened if we talk about the circumference? That's the perimeter of it. The perimeter is said to be word beta the circumference, right? So the perimeter or the circumference, but basically I'll say circumference is equals to how much beta? It's given by the formula, which is equals to what? 2 pi r, right? And the area, that's the shaded part. Area is what basically the entire region contained in it. That is known as what basically the area. So area is equals to what beta? Pi r square. And this proving we will do in the class 7 standard, how this has been kind and what are the values. So pi is what? An irrational number. That is pi. Pi is what basically we take pi is equals to what beta? 22/7, or we take 3.142, but they're not equal. Meanwhile, just take this for our calculation purpose. We take this. Pi is not equal to 22/7 or 3.142. This is approximately equal. So we just write this much, right? But the area of the triangle, I'll just give you a little bit brief about it. What is an area of a triangle? We have already, I'll tell you, like if this is a triangle with the side length of A, right? This is the side length of B, and this is the side length of C. But we will not going to discuss any question on this. I think so it was written over here, but we are not going to deal with this, right? So what happened? It says that first you have to find this. That's the formula of the perimeter, right? And the formula of what area is equals to S under root of S. S, what is under root? Now under root is a different thing, right? So I'll just give you one simple example. If like 5 square is equals to 25, so under root of 25 is like 5. Just if you understood, then it's good to go, but don't go very deep in it, right? Later on, if you have understood, then it's okay. But right now I don't want to go very deep, right? So just see this, what is S? S is basically what beta? A plus B plus C by 2. Right, this is A that you have to find, and then you substitute the value inside it. So what we'll do, like if everything is good, well and good, I'll teach you this stuff in the class 6 itself only, but class 7 I definitely teach these things. I taught this in class 7, so I know this very well. I'll teach you this in class 7 for sure. But this is a part of a Heron's formula. This is called basically what? Heron's formula, which you will be learning in your NCERT in class 9. So that is the difference which you see over here. So but I'll be teaching you this part in class 9, so don't worry about it for sure, but right now just have patience for this thing, right? Okay, now let's do the questions on it. So we have done now, see, I discussed, so what is the circumference of the circle is what beta? 2 pi r, and what is an area of a circle is pi r square. This is important because yeah, we'll do with class 7 like area and circles, right? But for the square, what is the perimeter? Is 4 times the side, and what is the area of it? That is a side into side, that is right. What is an perimeter of a rectangle? 2 times the length into breadth, that's length into width, where dw is a width, or sometimes we write 2 times of L plus B, whatever you want to feel it. And what is an area? That is L into W, that is L, that is length into width or length into breadth. You can say that where B is known as what beta? Breadth. You can just say like this also, right? Now let's do the questions on it. What are the questions? Do the following rectangles, because we are doing the comparison. So let's start what it's saying. Do the following rectangles have the same perimeter or area or both? So let's take this is a figure A and this is a figure B, right? So let's talk about one by one. That's figure A, right? I'll make a column like this, and this is figure B, right? So first let's talk about its perimeter, right? Its perimeter. So its perimeter, like length will be how much beta? 8 centimeter, and breadth is equals to what? 2 centimeter. So perimeter is given by the formula. If you write more of the formula, these things will start retaining in your head a lot. So keep your formulas, like always write the formulas as much as you write. Slowly and steadily, this will get in your head. If anyone will ask you what is the formula of the perimeter, you will say in the sleep also, it's 2 times L plus B, right? So this is why we tell students to write the formula as many times as like this, also helping you the copy presentation, and this help you to memorize for this thing entirely also, right? 2 times of L plus B. So if you write this time, that is 2 times of what beta? 8 plus 2, which is equals to what? 2 times of what? Into 10, right? Which is equals to what? 20 centimeter, right? And if you talk about the perimeter, I'm writing P as perimeter, 2 times of L plus B, right? So what is the L over here? The L is what? Again, the 8 centimeter, and the breadth is what? Again, the 2 centimeter, right? You see the both the figures are same, right? It's just one is horizontal, other is vertical. So it will be what? 2 times of what beta? 8 plus 2, right? Or either, or you can take this as breadth as what? 8 centimeter. Choice is yours. No, there's no specification that this one is the length and this one is the breadth, but generally we take that this one is the length and this one is the chaurai, right? So this is the way we say, right? So if you're going to take this one as a breadth, if you're looking in the other way, you can say this 8 is a breadth and 2 is your length. So you can go in either of the way, right? So this is 2 into 10 is what beta? 20 centimeter. Right? So the perimeters are same. Now coming to what is an area. Area is given by, area is equals to what? L into B, which is equals to, again, that is 8 into 2, which is equals to what beta? 16 centimeters square. And this is again an area. Area is equals to what? L into B, which is equals to what? 2 into 8. Let's take this. So 2 into 8 is what? 16 centimeters square. And we know that the addition and the multiplication of the numbers are what beta? Commutative in a whole number, right? So it doesn't matter if you take L is equals to 8 or 2 is equals to 8. It doesn't matter. So what we see over here, we say that the perimeters, what is the conclusion we get? So the perimeter and area are both equals, right? So this is your answer which you will be quoting, right? So this is called, you have to write it down beta this thing. Okay, now let's coming to this is, I think the solution is written, so it's okay, good to go. Now it says that do the following sport fields have the same perimeter and area in both. So let's see, this is again a rectangle, right? So I name this as figure what? A, right? And this as what beta? Figure B. You can also give a try. These are easy questions, right? So if you see this, so in the figure A, I'm writing the length is what? 7 meter, right? And the breadth is what? 4 meter. And over here, the length is what? 8 meter. And the breadth is what beta? 3 meter, right or not? So let's talk about, again, make a column like this. So let's talk about this as figure A. And this one is at what? Make a figure B, right? So let's talk about the perimeter. The perimeter will be equals to how much beta? The perimeter is equals to what? 2 times L plus B, right or not? So this is what? 2 times of what? 7 plus 4, which is equals to what? 2 times of 11, which is equals to what? 22 centimeter, 22 meter, right? So you have to write the units also. Coming to the figure B, it was 2 times of what beta? L plus B. So this is equals to what? 2 times of what? 8 plus 3, which is equals to what? 2 into what? 11, which is equals to what? 22 meter, right? So still we got the perimeter. Area is equals to, like perimeter is equals to same. Will you get the area same? No, area won't be same, right? You see that the perimeters are same, but the areas are not same. So what we get a conclusion that with the different values, you might get the same perimeters, but the areas might be different, right? But areas might be different, but the perimeters can be different, right? So this is the way you get. But if the areas are same, the perimeters has to be like equal, right? So see this, because L into B and you're going to add in this, multiply them, they're going to give the same, right? But just see this. Okay. It is like vice versa. Let's think. Okay. Just see this. What is this over here? Over here, that's L into B, right? So area is equals to what beta? 7 into 4, which is equals to what? 28. meter square, right? And the area is equals to what over here? That is L into B, which is equals to what beta? 8 into 3, which is equals to what? 24 meters square, right? So we see that what is the conclusion we get? We get a conclusion is that perimeters are equal. Yes or no? Perimeter are equal, but areas are not equal. But areas are not equal. Right. Now let's take one more example. Let's take that the area of the two figures are equal. If the perimeters are going to be equal, I'm going to make the areas are going to be equal. So let's make it 24, right? So 24 can be written as what beta? See, it can be written as what? 6 into 4, right? And it can be written as 8 into 3. Let's take this example, right? Yes, so areas is going to be same. So I'm writing this length is equals to 8 and this is equals to 3, right? And this is going to be 6 and this is going to be what? 4. Right now you just see over here that the perimeter is going to be the same or not, right? The areas is equals to what? Its area is equals to what? 8 into 3, that's equals to what? 24, right? And its area is equals to what? 6 into 4, which is equals to again 24. I'm writing this as centimeter, this is centimeter, this is centimeter, and this is centimeter. Now, what is the perimeter of both the figure? I just make a column over here. So what is the perimeter? So the perimeter will not be same. Just see over here, 2 times of what beta? 8 plus 3, which is equals to what? 2 times into 11, which is equals to what? 22 centimeter, right? But if you talk about the perimeter, it is what? 2 times of 6 into 4, which is equals to what? 2 into 6 plus. I wrote into, wait a minute. That is 6 plus 4, which is equals to what? 6 into 10, which is equals to what beta? 20 centimeters. So we see that the areas are equal, but the perimeters are not equal. So it is not necessary that if the perimeters are equal, then the areas has to be different, or both the time it has to be equal. It can be anything, depends on the number what is given on the length and the breadth, right? Till now, right now we have taken such measurement that the length and the breadths were different, but the areas were equal, but the perimeters are what beta? Different? Yes or no? Here, perimeters are what beta? Different. Perimeters are different. Yes or no? Yes. So write it down beta, this thing, this and this. Now everything is written. Now this is like a practice question. You can also do it. We can just do it orally also. I will just do the discussion. You can do this as homework, right? So the bulletin board have the same perimeter area board. So what will be the area? 12, that is 3 into 4 is what? 12. Area is going to be what? 12. And its area is going to be what beta? Again 12. Feet square, right? Feet is square. What will be its perimeter? It will be what? 2 times, that is 4 in plus 3 is what? 7. 7 into 2 is what beta? 14 feet. Right? And what will be its perimeter? It will be what? 7. It is like, basically this is 4 plus 3 is what? 7. 7 into 2 is what? Again, 14 feet. That's it. You got the perimeters and the areas both are equal, right? Now, coming to this question, like let's do one question over here. Okay, so what does the question says over here? The question says that over here, yeah, it says that a wire of a length of 20 meter is folded in the form of a rectangle. Now this is a wire. Let us suppose I'm using this as a wire, right? Can you see this? This is a wire, and this wire is of 20 centimeter, and you made a rectangle out of it, right? We do such kind of activity by just folding around, right? How many rectangles can be formed by using the wires if the sides are a positive integer? So see, this is what you will be doing. How many integers you will be seeing? So this is what? 20 centimeter is what? A perimeter, right or not? This is a rectangle, right or not? This is a rectangle, right or not? So perimeter, I don't know this length. Let us be length, and this is the breadth, right? So we know that perimeter is what? 2 times of L plus B, right or not? So 20 meter is equals to what? 2 times of L plus B or not? So 20 divided by 2 is equals to what beta? L plus B, right or not? Yes, because 2 is in the multiplication and you want to find L plus B, which is equals to 20 divided by 2. So this is 10 is equals to what? L plus B. That is the sum of the length and the breadth is equals to 2. So when you're going to get the sum as length as 1, but that is 10. When the two numbers will be added and becomes the sum is equals to 10. So the possibilities are what beta? 1 and 9, right? I'll just write like this to see. So sum is going to be to 10. So what are the possibilities? It is 1 plus 9, right? It's going to be what? 2 plus 8, right? It's going to be what? 3 plus 7, right? It's going to be what, beta? 4 plus 6, right or not? So it says that now if I say that is 5 plus 5. Now 5 plus 5, it says that how many rectangles can be formed. This is the word rectangle is written. Right, so it says that how many rectangles are formed. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not a rectangle, right? Basically, we say that all squares are rectangles, but all rectangles are not square. But it depends. Like it says that over here for your grade, I think so this will work, right? But what happened? You have to be very specifically. It says that how many rectangles are formed. Then you have to say that 4 rectangles are formed and 1 square is formed. Right? So you have to be very specific over here. So number of rectangles will be how much, beta? Like number of rectangles, I'll say the number of rectangles will be how much, beta? See, length and breadth can be varied, right? You can say length is 1 and breadth is 9, or breadth is the 1 and the length is 9. So you can just see how many pairs. You have to say that take the pairs. So how many pairs is like that? 1 and 9, right? This is 2 and 8, right? This is 3 and 7. And this is like 4 and 6. Actually, the 4 rectangles are formed. But if you're going to add 5 plus 5, which is going to be a square. But we say that all squares are what, between rectangles or not. But so in short, depending on like what it is asking, but the answer should be 4, not 5, right? So let's see what is written in the solution. It's written like 5 or 5 also they have taken, right? So they say that 5 rectangles are formed, right? Okay, but 5 and 5 is going to make a square. So you can just take any of it, but I'll prefer that go with the rectangles. It's saying rectangles, right? So rectangles has a definition which does not have a length and breadth equal, right? If you say the length and the breadth will become equal, then it will become a what? A square, right? So we're not going to take this. So we're going to take that the number of rectangles are what? Beta 4, not 5, right? So we'll be removing this part, right? Okay. Now coming to the next question, what the next question says over here. I'll give you time to write it down, beta. Done? Okay. Now what says that the length of the rectangular field is what, beta? The length of the rectangular field is this, and if the perimeter is 300 meter, find its breadth. So what you have to do, you have to just find it out, right? So what it's given, the perimeter. This is a rectangle, right? So length is equals to what, beta? 100 meter, right? And you don't know the breadth, right? But you know the perimeter. So perimeter is equals to how much, beta? Perimeter is equals to how much? Is equals to what? 300, right? Length is equals to how much, beta? 100 meter, and you don't know the breadth, right? So we know that the perimeter is equals to how much, beta? The perimeter is equals to what? 2 times of L plus B, right? So what you do, you just substitute the formula and we can do the little bit of algebra and get the answer, right? So this is equals to what? 300 is equals to 2 times of what? 100 plus of B, right? I taught you, beta, when this 2, now you have to find the B. You have to go step by step. This 2 is in the what? Multiplication. So it will become what, beta? Division. So 300 divided by 2 is equals to what? 100 plus B, right? So you divide this, it is going to be what? 150. Now 150 is equals to what, beta? 100 plus B, right? Now this 100 is in the what? It's in the addition. So it will become what, beta? Subtraction. So this is what? 150 minus of 100 is equals to what? B. Now, so B is equals to what? 50 meter. That's your answer. Write it down, beta. Now, it says that the next question, what's the question says that Avneet buy 9 squares paving slab. That's a 9 square paving slab, each of the side, like he bought this like this, 9 like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is 8, and this is 9. 9 paving slabs of the side 1 by 2, right? Now he lays them in the form of the square, 2 types, right? So what is the perimeter of the each arrangement? So I say this is a figure A and this is a figure B. So if you're going to make this arrangement, it's going to be like this, right or not? Like this. So it's going to be 1, 2, right? This is how it's going to be. So this length is going to be what? Half. This is going to be half, and this is going to be half. This is going to be half, this is going to be half, and this is going to be half, half. This is going to be half, 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 right or not? This is how you will be arranging it or not. So he arranged his 9 slab, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, right? So we got this, right? Now let's how you'll do the arrangement in the B. You see that there is a 1 slab over here, right? So 1 slab is over here. So you have to arrange the 8 slabs. So 8 slab means what you'll be arranging over here, like 1, 2, like 3, 4, like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is like 5, 6, and this is what, 7, 8, and this one is what, 9. Yes or no? So it's going to be what? Half. This is going to be half, right or not? So it says that calculate the perimeter. So let's talk about the figure A, right? So this is figure A, what the figure A says, and let's talk about the figure B, right? Now, figure A, what is the length? So I'll just use a different color so that it's understandable to you. Okay, now what is the length? Length is going to be what, beta? The length is basically it's a square. So length is going to be what? Half plus half plus half, right? So it is equals to what? 3 by 2, right? So perimeter is equals to, I'll use. Yeah, so perimeter is equals to what, beta? 4 times the side, right or not? 4 times the side. So this is what, your side or not? Right? So this is equals to what? 4 into 3 by 2, and you just cancel this 2 and 2, which is equals to 6. It says that meter, right? It's meter. Now let's talk about this side, right? This is going to be half, then again half, then again half. This is going to be half, half. Then you see this half, this is half, this is half, this is half, this is half, this one is half, this one is half, 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 and half. Just calculated how many halves are there. So the perimeter is going to be what? Starting from here. So 1, 2. I'm going in a clockwise direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 halves are there. So it will be what? Its perimeter is going to be what? Its perimeter is going to be what, beta? 20 into half? Yes or no? Which is equals to what? 10 meter. Yes or no? You got the perimeter. That's the find the perimeter of this arrangement. Yes or no? Now it says that Shari does not like this arrangement. She get them lay off like a cross. What is the perimeter of the arrangement? So it says that she arranged this in the cross. So this is like figure A. We did like what is the perimeter of this arrangement, right? So this is like the figure A. This is first part. And this is basically the second part, right? Which has the greater perimeter? Definitely the figure B has the greater perimeter, right? So it says that figure B have greater perimeter. That's it. Write it down, beta. Perimeter means outer boundaries. Perimeter means what? Outer boundaries, right? So this is how you'll be getting it. Okay. We don't require this sheet now anymore. Okay, now let's do this question. What does the question say over here? What will happen to the area of the rectangle if its length and the breadth are trebled? Trebled means what? 3 times, right? So let us suppose the original. This is like original L and this is original, right or not? So let's talk about the first part. Like, okay, so new length will be how much, beta? New length is going to be how much? New length is equals to what? 3L. And the new breadth is equals to how much, beta? New breadth is equals to what? 3B. So its area is going to be what, beta? L into B. That's new. It's going to be what? It's going to be what? 3L into 3B, right or not? Which is equals to what? Like original area. First write like this, original area. So original area is equals to how much, beta? L into B, right? Which is equals to LB. So can I write this 3 into 3 is what? 9 into LB. So what happened in the first part? The area gets what? So we see this. This is equals to what? 9 times. This is what? New area. right or not? So new area is what? 9 times the original area, like old area, we can say this old area. So can I say this like this? New area is equals to what beta? 9 times the old area, right or not? So we see this. So we say that new area, we write this new area is 9 times the original area. We can say like this original area, right? Now let's do the B part. What's the B part says? The second part, it says that the length is doubled and the breadth remains the same. So your new length is going to be what beta? New length is going to be what? 12, right? And new breadth remains the same, right or not? New breadth remains the same, which is equals to what? B. So new area is equals to what beta? New area is equals to what beta? 2 times L into B, right or not? So this is equals to 2 times L. So which is equals to what? 2 times the old area, right or not? Right? So red color, that red color works the best on this PPT, right? So we say that new area is 2 times, we are twice, 2 times the original area, right? Original area. Right, now let's come into the third part. Third part says that the length is doubled and the breadth is halved, right? So what we see over here, so third part says that length, new length is going to be what beta? New length, right? So new length is what beta? The new length is like double, it's 12, right? And the new breadth is equals to how much? New breadth is going to be what? Half, that's B by 2. So your new area is equals to how much beta? New area is equals to what? 2 times L into B by 2. So you see this 2 and 2 cancel. So new area is equals to what? L into B, right or not? Which is equals to what? Original area, right or not? Original area. So we say that new area is equal to original area, right? Write it on beta, this thing. Okay, so now let's do this question. What's the question says over here? What will happen to the area of the square if the side is tripled and if the side is like increased to half, increased by half of it, right? Increase, like half increase over it. So right, so let's take this as a square, right? So its side is what? A. This is a square, right or not? So this is this equal, right? So original area is equals to what? Original area, this is A and A, right? So original area is equals to how much beta? A into A, right or not? Which is equals to A square, right? So let's talk the first. So your new length is equals to what? Triple, that's 3A. So new area is equals to what beta? 3A into 3A, right? Which is equals to what? 9A square, right or not? Right? So you see that new area is equals to what beta? 9 times the original area, yes or no? Original area, right or not? So we see this, the new area is equals to what? 9 times the original area. That's it. You can leave your answer like this also, right? Done writing? Now it says that the increased by half. Increased by half means what? So it says that if the original length is like 4, right? So you're going to increase by half, means what will be the half of like 4? Half of 4 is what? 2. So your new area is going to be what? 4 plus 2, that's going to be what? 6, right? So it says that, now let's talk about the first second part. So your new length will be equals to what? The new length is equals to what? A plus A by 2, right or not? That's the half of it. So if you're going to take the LCM, so this is going to be 2, that's 2A plus A, which is equals to what, beta? 3A by 2, right or not? So new area is going to be what, beta? New area is going to be what? 3A by 2 into what? 3A by 2, right? So this is going to be what? It's going to be what? 9 by 4 A square. So can I say that new area is equals to what? 9 by 4 times the original area? Yes or no? Original area? Done writing? Okay. So we have written this. So you see this 9 times more the original area, right? It's already written, right? So hopefully you have understood beta these topics very well, right? So I hope you have understood all these topics very well. And if you have any doubts, then please ask it on the BDF, right? That's the Bachelor's Question Forum, and ask with your respective teacher in the class. And thank you, class, so much. It was nice, wonderful teaching to you. And stay safe and join well and keep on practicing. Bye-bye, beta.